Welcome to head coach Jeremy Pruitt's post-game press conference. Coach will start us off with a quick opening statement. Please raise your hand for questions.
You know, that was a really hard-fought game. You know, those guys, especially on defense, played an outstanding game. You can see why they're one of the top-ranked defenses in the country. Got good players, got good schemes, and done a nice job executing. You know, I thought defensively really changed the game with the turnovers in the first half there. Gave us an opportunity to put some alley-oops as far as scores on the board there. With short field position, we felt like we won the field position battle there in the first half, which really helped. You know, wasn't very pleased with the last drive of the half, defensively of the second half. So, gave some young guys some opportunity there, and we didn't execute very well in that part. We've got to improve there. You know, offensively, you know, really didn't start very fast. Kind of played behind the chains. Too many negative plays. You know, you run for 6 yards and then the next play's -3. You know, or you throw an incomplete pass. Didn't protect very well. Excuse me. Didn't protect very well at all. And probably had a couple of throws out there we had a chance to make and didn't hit the guys there. So very disappointed with the turnover right before half. You know, had a good little drive there going there, made some good plays and made a poor decision. And you never take points off the board, and that's what we did there. So we can't make those mistakes moving forward. You know, we had several guys that were out tonight. And hopefully we'll be able to get these guys back. They're getting closer and closer. Looks like we come out of this game pretty clean. So, you know, we've got a big challenge for, next week, and we got to get focused on that. But with that, I'll take any questions.
David, Rob.
Drew, what's sort of the thought process behind waiting out the quarterbacks with bringing JT in and then having him play a series and bringing Jared in after that?
What's the thought process?
Yeah, why bring Jared off the bench in that way?
Well, because we think it gives us the best chance to win. You know, the one guy had surgery on Sunday. You know, so it's cold out there. He's got a cast on his hand. You know, first time getting out there, you see him in warm-ups there, and he practiced most of the week there, but the ball was pretty slick the way the air was tonight. So, you know, if JT don't run across the field and throw it across his body back over there when we're in field goal range, he might have kept playing, you know. So there's some mistakes as a quarterback you can't make. Right? You might miss a throw, okay. You know, you might not check the ball to the proper side, but you can't turn the football over in the red area. You know, so we can't make those mistakes.
Coach, what do you think about your front seven tonight? They'd only given up 5 sacks in the year coming in. You guys got 3, and they didn't have a run longer than 9 yards.
Well, you know, I felt like we kept them behind the chains a little bit there. You know, they done a lot of 7-man protecting, which is what they do. It's one of the reasons they hadn't give up a lot of sacks is they 7-man protect almost all the time. But we did get a little bit of pressure. I thought we guarded them in the back end. I thought our defensive staff done a really nice job getting our guys ready to play. I thought our defensive players, they practiced well all week. So not surprising how they played. So it was good when they made mistakes. We made them pay. You know, Bryce made, I think it was 3 interceptions there, and Darrell Middleton caused a fumble, and Aubrey Solomon recovered, and we should have had a pick there at the end. Tank just drops out there in the middle of the field. So, but when they make mistakes, you got to make them pay. So we did tonight.
Wes, Blake, Jesse.
Jeremy, with some of the issues offensively, kind of in the red zone or inside scoring range there, I'm sure the easy answer is just poor execution. But what's kind of leading to drives getting stalled there? Is it just different guys doing different things? Is there a common theme there, or what are you seeing from that?
You talking about tonight or throughout
Just
the year?
In general, yes, throughout the year and tonight.
Well, there's lots of things. You know, it really helps you a lot by using formations, you know, whether it's formations, motions, movements, and all this stuff to create soft edges on the defense to make the defense have to, you know, adjust. But when you do that, the look also changes too, the defensive look. So you've got to do a nice job making sure that everybody knows where you're pushing to, who's the mic backer, you know, who's working with who, taking the correct steps. Sometimes in all of that, it takes the quarterback to glue that together. You know, and sometimes it takes the front. You got to work hand in hand, right? So, you know, we've made some mistakes from just not blocking the right folks to maybe not stepping with the correct foot or the proper angle, or hey, maybe not straining enough. You know, there's lots of things there that goes into it. And as a play caller, you got to have confidence to throw the football in the red area. You know, and we've made some plays throughout the year that where we've turned the ball over, which we can't do. So we've got to get better there. We know that we've got to address it, and we've got to do it on Saturdays.
Blake, then Jesse.
Jeremy, two questions. One, did you consider playing Brian Maurer tonight? And then two, how would you explain the improvement you've seen from this team in the last few weeks?
Well, we worked Brian to be ready to play, but with three quarterbacks, you know, it was hard to get Brian as many reps as he probably needed to be ready. So we elected to go with the other guys today, and he'll have an opportunity to get more reps as we move into it. We're still kind of seeing where he was at there. You know, an improvement. You know, our guys work really hard at practice. They work hard to prepare to give themselves a chance to have success. You know, they're a fun group to be around. We've got to execute at a little higher level in all three phases of our team. But you can see some of the guys are gaining confidence with the fact that they've been around and been in the system a little longer. Some of the younger guys are gaining confidence. Some of the guys that have been here, and it just comes with doing the same stuff over and over again. So we've got to continue to improve this week.
Jesse, Austin, Mike Wilson.
Jeremy, was that another getting Jarrett warmed up in the second half to put him back out there? Or was it the case of the interception, and that's why you went back to Shrout kind of coming out of halftime?
Well, we were going to go back with JT at some point, just kind of the way the game kept going there. And we kept getting turnovers. It created the short field, so we were going to give Jarrett those opportunities. And when halftime was over with, we decided to go back the other way. So, but the interception absolutely doesn't help.
Austin.
Jeremy, Bryce had a fairly big race on his knee tonight, but still comes up with 3 picks. What did he do tonight? What did you see out of him specifically?
Well, he really just done what he's supposed to do. One time we're playing cut, he splits the zone, the quarterback stares down, they run 4 verticals, makes a poor throw, he breaks on the ball. You know, one time they run a deep comeback, we're playing 2-man, the ball really shouldn't be thrown out there, it was. You know, he made them pay there. And then the last time, you know, he was playing the money position. You know, Theo Jackson didn't play tonight, so Bryce moved inside and played money, which was where we were going to play him all year until he was out for a few weeks there and didn't get as many reps. So there's a lot of balls that go to the 4th receiver on the other team on 3rd down. So you got the 2 guys outside, then you got the guy that your star's on, and our money guy. 2 and 3, lots of balls go to them. So he made a good play undercutting the guy.
Mike.
Jeremy, also about Bryce, how have you seen him improve since he returned to the team, and is he better right now than he was last year at this point?
Well, it obviously hurt when he wasn't practicing, but he's improving. He's been banged up for a couple of weeks now. He's a tough kid that really wants to play, likes to play. So, you know, he's continued to improve, and he should. You know, he's playing more ball. He's older. He's mature. He's getting stronger. He's been in the system a little longer. So, and he needs to continue to do that.
Tyler, then Corey.
Coach, how much do you think that Derek Ansley, plus your own experience coaching defensive backs, how much do you think that's helped Bryce and just the rest of the secondary improve and develop this season?
Well, I can tell you this. I love coaching defensive backs. I love coaching defensive backs. If I can't coach defensive backs, I'm not going to coach anymore. But Derek Ansley is a guy that, for me, I don't have to be in the room. Okay, I know what's being said. I know how the room's prepared. I know how his meetings are run. He's going to say exactly what I would say anyhow. He's one of the best coaches that I've ever been around. It's been great to watch him grow and develop over the years. At one time, he was, my graduate assistant, and and then the last couple of years, he's been the defensive back coach at places that I've been at, and he does a phenomenal job. He's improving as a play caller. Does a really nice job with that. He commands attention. He does a great job. Coaching the guys up on the sideline, but he gets the information from the guys upstairs, who do a really nice job, Kevin and the other guys up there, and Tracy Rocker and Chris Rump do a nice job too. So it's a really good group to work with. We don't have any secrets in our room. We say what we think to each other, which is the way I like to work. And so it's fun being around them, and they do a really nice job, and I think the kids like being around them too.
Last two, Corey, Wes.
Jeremy, you talked all year about how you guys wanted to force turnovers. You got 4 of those tonight. What do you think the defense needs to keep doing to carry that momentum going forward with just 3 games left in the season?
We have to practice it. There's no secret that we keep a tab of it every week. Calls fumbles, interceptions, shots on the ball. Might not be a fumble, but who took shots on the ball? Batted balls for passes. The weeks that we do it in practice, it shows up on the game. The weeks that it don't show up on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, it don't show up here on Saturday. So seems pretty simple, right? If you just create the right habits in practice, it shows up on Saturdays, and it's one of the things that we've been trying to stress to our players, and it's the truth.
Wes, final question.
I mean, at what point did, either last season or this season, did you realize you could count on Brent Zamaglia so consistently? And as a coach, how much does that give you a little bit of comfort that you feel like if you kind of don't turn the ball over inside the 35, you're going to get points?
Well, he's a guy that's always working. He has talent. It's obvious when you're out there. The thing I like about him is I think he can play middle linebacker too. I like that about him. If he misses one, he jumps up there and he wants to hit another one. He don't go try to hide somewhere. He wants to get up there and do it again. So I think he's got a really good makeup about him. He's a great competitor. We do our off-season conditioning and stuff. He's an athlete. I don't know what else he played besides kicker before he got here. He's probably a soccer player. But he might have been a defensive player. I don't know. The way he acts, he gets out there and competes his tail off, and glad we got him.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.